Ladies and gentlemen, there is a battle being waged right now, right inside of you. This is not a battle against people, circumstances, or fate. No, this is a battle against yourself. And make no mistake, it's the greatest battle of your life. You see, the world may try to defeat you, but the enemy that holds you back more than anything is the one you see in the mirror every day. It's the voice inside you that tells you that you're not enough, that you can't achieve your dreams, that you should settle for less. The question is, are you going to listen to that voice, or are you going to rise above it? The first truth you must understand is that you have the power of choice. Every single day, you make decisions. You decide what you think about yourself, what you believe about your future, and what you are capable of achieving. These choices, these thoughts, are the foundation of your life. What you think about shapes who you are. If you see yourself as weak, incapable, or unworthy, your actions will reflect that belief. If you believe that you are destined for greatness, that belief will fuel your every move. The enemy is not out there. It is in the way you see yourself. And today I challenge you to see yourself differently. See yourself as powerful. See yourself as worthy. See yourself as a person capable of achieving incredible things. Rather than see a whole lot of mean stuff, try to become the person you want to become. There are two voices inside you. One whispers hope, faith, and courage. The other speaks doubt, fear, and insecurity. The question is not whether these voices exist. It's which voice you choose to follow. The voice that wins is the one you give your attention to. And if you're going to win this battle, you must break the chains of self-imposed limitations. The world may place limits on you, but it's the limits you place on yourself that are the most dangerous. You were not created to be confined. You were designed to expand, to grow, and to step into your greatness. But for that to happen, you must discover who you truly are. The world will try to define you, label you, and tell you who you should be. But you must stand firm in knowing that your true identity is found in the purpose you were born to fulfill. You are not a product of your past mistakes or your failures. You are a masterpiece with infinite potential. Understand this: complacency is the enemy of your future. It's so easy to fall into a routine, to settle for what's comfortable, and to stop growing. But the moment you stop challenging yourself, you stop progressing. Your destiny is too great to settle. You were made for more, so never stop growing. Never stop striving for better. And growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, a process. You may not see immediate results, but every small step you take towards your vision is a victory. Every day that you choose to get back up, to keep going despite the challenges, you are winning. So don't judge your journey by the success of others. Your path is unique and your progress is important. But there is one key ingredient to overcoming yourself, and that is self-discipline. The ability to make decisions today that will shape your tomorrow is the defining trait of successful people. Self-discipline means doing what you know you need to do even when you don't feel like it. It's choosing your future over your comfort, your purpose over your fears. The victory is not in defeating external enemies. It's in defeating the doubts, the fears, and the limitations inside you. The power to succeed, to overcome, and to thrive is already within you. You must choose to unlock it, to step into your greatness, and to believe that you're capable of achieving your wildest dreams. So today I ask you, who will you be? Will you be the person who stands in your own way? Or will you rise, break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself and move toward the life you were meant to live? The greatest battle is not fought on the outside. It's fought within you. And the victory, it's already yours. You just have to choose to claim it. The greatest battle you will ever face in life is not one fought on a battlefield, not one fought with weapons, not even one fought with other people. The greatest battle you will ever face is the battle within yourself. It is the battle against your own doubts, your own fears, your own insecurities. It is the battle that plays out every day in your mind, in your thoughts, and in your heart. Too often we look at the world around us and we point to the people, the circumstances, the environment, and we blame them for our struggles. We say, if only I had more support, or if only the economy were better, if only this or that had happened differently. But the truth is, the biggest thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is not the external circumstances. It is your own perception of yourself and your own limitations. Each day you face a choice. It's a choice that no one else can make for you. It's a choice between the person you are today and the person you are capable of becoming. It's a choice between staying in the comfort zone of familiarity, the zone of mediocrity, or stepping out into the unknown, into the space where your dreams and potential lie waiting for you. This battle is waged in your mind, and the outcome of it will determine your future. You must understand that the power of choice is one of the greatest gifts you have. You have the power to choose what you think, what you believe, and what you do. The decisions you make in your heart and in your mind will shape the direction of your life. Every thought you entertain, every belief you hold, is either propelling you toward your destiny or pulling you further away from it. You are constantly making choices, whether you are aware of it or not. The choice to believe in your potential, the choice to step up and confront the obstacles that lie in your path, the choice to push forward despite the setbacks. In fact, the very thoughts you have about yourself determine your reality. If you think you are not worthy, if you think you are incapable, if you think you cannot accomplish the goals that are deep within your heart, then you will remain stuck. But if you begin to change the way you think, if you start to see yourself as capable, as powerful, as someone destined for greatness, your reality will shift. The moment you change your thoughts, you begin to change your life. There are two voices within you, one that speaks encouragement, hope, and courage, and another that speaks doubt, fear, and insecurity. We all hear both voices, but the question is, which one will you listen to? That's the battle. The one you choose to listen to will dictate your future. The voice of fear will keep you paralyzed, stuck in a place of inaction. The voice of faith will push you forward even when the way is unclear, even when the odds are against you. You are the gatekeeper of your own mind. No one can make you think anything. You have the power to choose what you believe and what you allow into your heart. And if you allow the voice of fear and doubt to dominate, you will always be held back. But if you choose the voice of faith, if you choose the voice of possibility, you will begin to unlock doors you never imagined were there. One of the most dangerous things we do is put limits on ourselves. We tell ourselves, this is all I can do, or this is all I deserve. But these limits are not real. They are just beliefs we've adopted over time. We believe the narrative that society or our past has written for us, and we accept it as truth. But you are never meant to live within the confines of these self-imposed limits. The moment you decide to break free from them, to step beyond what you think you are capable of, you open up a world of possibilities. This journey of growth, this battle, is not about perfection, it's about progress. Growth is not instant, it is a process. You will encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt along the way. But these challenges are not signs of failure, they are opportunities for growth. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. Every time you choose to get up after a fall, you are growing stronger. It is in the struggle that your character is built. It is in the battle that you become who you were always meant to be. Complacency is another enemy that you must face. It is so easy to settle, to get comfortable, to stay in a place of security. But comfort zones are where dreams go to die. If you are not growing, you are dying. If you are not challenging yourself, you are stagnating. The greatest things in life come when you step out of your comfort zone. They come when you dare to confront the part of you that is afraid, the part of you that says, I can't. You must rise above the pull of complacency and push yourself to become more than you've ever been before. But growth requires discipline. Self-discipline is the key that unlocks the door to your future. It is the ability to make the right choices today, even when you don't feel like it, knowing that those choices will pay off in the future. It is the ability to say no to what is easy and yes to what is hard. It is the ability to get up early, to work late, to keep going when everyone else has given up. Without discipline, you will never achieve your full potential. But with it, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. The truth is, the greatest victory is not in conquering the world. It is in conquering yourself. The true enemy you must overcome is not the person who stands against you, but the limitations you place on yourself. The power to overcome, to break through, and to rise above is already within you. It has always been within you. The question is, will you choose to unlock it? You are your own greatest challenge, but you are also your own greatest asset. You have within you the power to change, to grow, and to achieve beyond what you've imagined. But that power will only be unleashed when you face the greatest battle of your life, the battle within. When you rise above your own doubts, when you reject the fear that holds you back, when you step into the greatness that is already in you, you will discover that victory was never something you needed to find. It was something you needed to claim. This battle is not over until you decide that it is. The fight is yours to win, and it begins with you. You are the key to your own future, and the power to transform your life is within your reach. The choice is yours. The power of choice is one of the most profound gifts you possess as a human being. It is a gift that gives you the ability to shape your own destiny, to create the life you desire, and to decide who you are and who you will become. Every day, you are presented with choices both big and small, and the decisions you make will ultimately determine the direction of your life. What you choose to believe about yourself is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. Your beliefs create your reality. If you choose to believe that you are incapable, that you are not deserving of success, or that you are limited by your circumstances, your life will reflect those beliefs. On the other hand, if you choose to believe in your potential, if you choose to believe that you are worthy of greatness, that you are capable of overcoming challenges, and that your past does not define your future, your life will begin to shift in powerful ways. The power to choose your beliefs is one of the most transformative powers you possess. The choices you make shape your present and future in ways you may not fully understand. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take is a reflection of a choice you made at some point. Even when you think you're not making a choice, you are. Choosing not to take action, choosing to remain silent in the face of opportunities, choosing to accept mediocrity, all of these are choices in themselves. The power of choice is not just in the active decisions you make, but in the ones you don't make as well. It's in the moments when you decide to stay where it's comfortable instead of stepping into something greater. Often we fail to recognize the importance of the small choices we make each day. We think that only the big decisions matter, the decisions that change the course of our lives in an instant. But in reality, it's the small choices, the daily decisions that add up and compound over time. What you choose to focus on, what you choose to believe, what you choose to spend your energy on, all of these decisions create the foundation of your life. And over time, these small decisions accumulate to shape who you are, what you experience, and what you achieve. One of the most empowering aspects of the power of choice is that it is always in your hands. No one can take it from you. Circumstances, people, and even your past cannot dictate the choices you make in the present. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you have the power to control how you respond. You can choose how you react to challenges. You can choose whether you allow setbacks to define you or whether you see them as opportunities for growth. You can choose to rise above your difficulties, to learn from your failures, and to keep moving forward despite the obstacles in your way. Many people spend their lives blaming others for their lack of success or fulfillment. But the truth is that you are the one who decides how you respond to the world around you. You decide what meaning you assign to your experiences. You decide what you will tolerate and what you will reject. You decide what kind of attitude you will carry each day. And in doing so, you decide the path that your life will take. The power of choice is not always easy to exercise. Sometimes the choices you must make are difficult. Sometimes it feels easier to stay in a place of comfort, to avoid the hard decisions, to resist the change that is necessary for growth. But the truth is that growth happens only when you make choices that stretch you. Choices that push you beyond your limits. Choices that force you to step into the unknown. Choosing to change, to evolve, to face your fears is never easy, but it is always worth it. Because it is in these moments of challenge that your true power is revealed. Every choice you make reflects your values, your priorities, and your beliefs. It is through your choices that you declare who you are. When you choose to prioritize your dreams over your comfort, when you choose to invest in your growth over distractions, when you choose discipline over indulgence, you're choosing the life that reflects the best version of yourself. The life you have today is the result of the choices you made yesterday, and the life you will have tomorrow will be the result of the choices you make today. The power of choice gives you the ability to shape your own story. No one else can choose your path for you. Others may try to influence you, to guide you, or to tell you what they think is best for you, but in the end, it is you who decides. You decide how far you are willing to go to reach your goals. You decide how much effort you will put in. You decide whether you will give up or keep pushing forward when things get tough. You decide whether you will give up or keep pushing forward when things get tough. Your choices determine your level of success, your level of fulfillment, and your level of happiness. And while making choices can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially when you're unsure of the outcome, remember that no choice is permanent. Even if you make a mistake, even if you choose a path that doesn't work out the way you hoped, you always have the power to choose again. Life is not about making one perfect choice. It's about making decisions and then adjusting as you go. It's about learning from your mistakes, growing from your experiences, and making better choices as you move forward. The power of choice is an incredibly liberating truth. It means that no matter where you are in life, no matter what your circumstances may look like, you have the ability to create change. You can decide to break free from the limitations you've accepted. You can decide to let go of the fear that has held you back. You can decide to take action and create a future that aligns with your vision. You are the sum of the choices you make. Your future is not written for you. It is being written by you every single day. The power of choice is the key that unlocks your potential, that propels you toward your dreams, and that determines the person you will become. The question is, what will you choose today? Your thoughts shape your life in ways you may not fully realize. The way you think, the things you tell yourself, the beliefs you hold about who you are and what you're capable of, they all have a profound impact on the course of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make begins with a thought. Your thoughts are the seeds from which your reality grows. If your thoughts are negative, limiting, or full of doubt, you will likely experience a life filled with obstacles, frustration, and unfulfilled potential. On the other hand, if your thoughts are positive, empowering, and aligned with your goals, you will find that you are more capable of overcoming challenges and more likely to achieve success. At the core of this truth is the understanding that your mind is a powerful tool. It is the lens through which you perceive the world. Your thoughts influence how you respond to circumstances and how you interact with others. When you change your thinking, you change the way you see everything. A single thought can ignite a chain reaction that leads to success, or it can set in motion a series of self-sabotaging behaviors. You have the power to choose your thoughts. And by doing so, you have the power to change your life. So many times I've heard clients have said to me, the mind is not a passive receiver of experiences, but an active creator. What you think about consistently becomes what you believe, and your beliefs then govern your actions. If you believe you are incapable of achieving your dreams, your actions will reflect that belief. You will avoid opportunities, doubt your abilities, and ultimately limit yourself. But if you believe that you are worthy, capable, and deserving of success, your thoughts will empower you to take bold steps toward your goals. Your thoughts also shape your identity. How you see yourself directly influences how you navigate the world. If you think of yourself as weak or unworthy, you will unconsciously make choices that reflect those beliefs. You will accept less than you deserve, and you will hold yourself back from reaching your full potential. But if you see yourself as strong, resilient, and capable, your thoughts will lead you to take the actions that align with that image. You will seek out opportunities that help you grow and pursue challenges with confidence because you believe in your ability to rise above them. The power of your thoughts is not just in what you think in a moment, but in what you continuously feed your mind. Your mind is like soil, and the thoughts you allow to grow within it are like seeds. If you continually plant seeds of negativity, fear, and doubt, those seeds will grow into a mindset that limits you and keeps you trapped. But if you plant seeds of positivity, hope, and possibility, your mind will cultivate a mindset that opens doors and moves you forward. What you allow into your mind matters. The things you read, the people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, these all influence your thoughts. If you are constantly exposed to negativity, to people who tear you down, or to ideas that tell you that you are not enough, it will be much harder to cultivate empowering thoughts. But when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who lift you up, and who encourage your growth, you will find that your thoughts become more aligned with your highest potential. One of the most important aspects of shaping your life through your thoughts is recognizing that your mind can be reprogrammed. If you find that your thoughts are often negative or self-defeating, that is not a permanent state. You have the ability to change the way you think. It takes effort, persistence, and time, but with the right mindset and intention, you can replace limiting thoughts with empowering ones. This is where the power of choice comes in. You can choose to think differently, to challenge the negative narratives that run through your mind, and to replace them with thoughts that support your growth and success. Your thoughts also influence your emotions, and your emotions in turn influence your actions. When you think positively and believe in your potential, you feel more confident, motivated, and inspired to take action. When you think negatively, you feel discouraged, overwhelmed, and unmotivated. Your thoughts create the emotional state that drives your actions. So if you want to change your life, you must first change your thoughts. The way you think about challenges is also crucial. Life is full of difficulties, obstacles, and setbacks. How you think about these challenges determines whether or not you will overcome them. If you think of challenges as insurmountable barriers, you will be more likely to give up or avoid them altogether. But if you see challenges as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery, your thoughts will encourage you to take them on with resilience and determination. Your thoughts can also influence the people and opportunities you attract into your life. When you think positively about yourself and your potential, you tend to attract people who resonate with that energy. You begin to attract opportunities that align with your vision and your goals. On the other hand, if you constantly think negatively, you may unknowingly attract people and situations that reflect that mindset. The energy you put out into the world through your thoughts and actions is often reflected back to you. So, it's also important to recognize that your thoughts shape your future. Where you are today is the result of the thoughts you had yesterday. And where you will be tomorrow will be the result of the thoughts you have today. Every moment is an opportunity to shift your thinking, to redirect your focus, and to align your thoughts with the future you want to create. If you consistently think thoughts of possibility, opportunity, and success, your future will begin to reflect those thoughts. The thoughts are the foundation of your life. They shape your beliefs, your emotions, and your actions. They determine how you see the world and how you experience it. If you want to create a life that reflects your true potential, you must first change your thoughts. Replace fear with faith, doubt with confidence, and limitation with possibility. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. Inside each of us, there exists a voice that speaks to our hearts and minds. It is a voice that can either encourage us or hinder us, guide us toward our dreams, or keep us locked in a cycle of fear and doubt. This voice is powerful because it shapes how we view ourselves, how we approach challenges, and how we engage with the world around us. It's not an external force, but an internal dialogue, a constant companion that is with us in every moment. This voice is either the voice of possibility, hope, and belief, or is the voice of fear, doubt, and insecurity. Smart or not, minority, please stand up and take your name. Jesus made it clear. The voice within is not just a passive observer of our lives. It is an active force, shaping our decisions and directing our actions. Every time we face a challenge or an opportunity, this voice speaks up. It may say, "You can do it. You are capable. Go for it." Or it might whisper, "You're not good enough. You'll fail. It's too risky." The key is recognizing which voice you are listening to, because the one you choose to heed will determine the outcome of your life. In many ways, the voice within is like a compass. It can guide you in the right direction, but it is up to you to decide whether or not to trust it. This voice is shaped by your beliefs, your past experiences, and the narratives you've internalized over the years. If you've been conditioned to believe that you are not enough or that success is out of reach, the voice of doubt and fear will dominate. But if you've cultivated a mindset of possibility, the voice of courage, hope, and confidence will lead the way. But the most important thing to understand is that both voices, the voice of doubt and the voice of possibility, exist within each of us. We all hear both. There is no one who is immune to self-doubt or fear. These voices are a natural part of the human experience. The difference is not whether you hear these voices, but which one you choose to listen to and which one you choose to ignore. The voice of doubt is loud and persistent, often trying to convince you that you are not capable or worthy. But the voice of possibility is quieter, more subtle, and requires you to choose to give it space to grow. It's a voice that encourages you to trust in your abilities, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. The voice within has the power to shape your reality, but it requires awareness. Many people live their lives without ever stopping to listen to the voices in their heads. They go through the motions, responding to whatever thoughts and beliefs come up without questioning them. But when you stop and listen, you become aware of the narrative running through your mind. You begin to realize that many of the things you've been telling yourself are not truths, but limiting beliefs that have been shaped by past experiences, societal expectations, and the opinions of others. When you hear the voice of doubt, you have a choice. You can accept it as truth, or you can challenge it and replace it with a more empowering thought. The voice is not fixed. It can be retrained. The more you consciously choose to reject the voice of fear and doubt, the more the voice of possibility and self-belief will grow stronger. This process is not easy, especially when you've spent a lifetime listening to the negative voice. But just as you can train your body through exercise, you can train your mind to focus on the positive, to believe in your potential, and to trust that you are capable of achieving your dreams. The voice within also speaks to you through your intuition, the inner knowing that guides you toward what is right for you. This voice doesn't often come with elaborate explanations or logical reasoning. Instead, it speaks quietly, sometimes with a feeling, a hunch, or a sense of alignment. When you tune into this voice, you begin to make decisions based on trust in yourself and in the universe. Rather than solely relying on logic, fear, or external validation, the voice of intuition often requires you to step out in faith, to take risks, and to embrace the unknown. But it will always lead you toward your greater good if you choose to follow it. The voice of fear, on the other hand, keeps you rooted in the known, in what is comfortable, and in what is familiar, even when it no longer serves you. It will tell you to stay small, to stay safe, and to avoid challenges because they could result in failure. It will remind you of past mistakes and try to convince you that your future will look exactly like your past. But this voice is a liar. It keeps you stuck, prevents you from growing, and holds you back from living your fullest life. The voice of fear is not your true voice. It is a voice based on false beliefs and limited perspectives. The most powerful thing you can do in the face of these two voices is to consciously choose to listen to the voice that supports your growth and your dreams. This requires a level of self-awareness and discipline. It means becoming mindful of the thoughts that arise and asking yourself whether they are leading you toward your highest good or holding you back. When you choose to trust in the voice of possibility, you align yourself with your true potential. The voice within is often the reflection of the energy and influences you allow into your life. If you surround yourself with negativity, whether from people, media, or your own internal dialogue, the voice of fear will become louder. But if you expose yourself to positivity, encouragement, and inspiration, the voice of self-belief will flourish. The voice within is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. How you view yourself, your capabilities, and your worth will determine which voice dominates. If you truly believe that you are worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment, the voice of fear and doubt will lose its grip on you. Instead, you will begin to hear the voice of confidence, possibility, and courage, leading you forward, urging you to take steps toward the life you've always dreamed of. Every person has a set of limits, whether they are conscious or unconscious, that they impose upon themselves. These self-imposed limits are the invisible boundaries that we create, often based on past experiences, societal expectations, or deeply ingrained beliefs about who we are and what we can achieve. These limits are not real in the sense that they have any true power over us. They are simply beliefs and perceptions that we have accepted as truth. The challenge is recognizing that these limits are not permanent and that they can be broken. The moment you realize that the limits you believe in are self-imposed, you are empowered to break free and rise to your true potential. Self-imposed limits are often born out of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears create invisible walls around us. We tell ourselves that we can't do something, that we don't have what it takes, or that we aren't deserving of success. These beliefs become part of our identity, shaping how we see ourselves and how we approach challenges. We limit our potential because we are afraid to step beyond the comfort of what we know. But the truth is, these fears are often based on past experiences, perceptions, and stories we've been told, rather than on facts or reality. The moment we challenge those beliefs, we begin to uncover the truth. We are capable of far more than we think. One of the most powerful ways to break self-imposed limits is to reframe our thinking. When we change the way we view our challenges and obstacles, we can start to see them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Instead of seeing failure as a confirmation of our inadequacy, we can learn to see it as a lesson, a stepping stone that takes us closer to our goal. When we let go of the fear of failure and embrace the idea that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, we free ourselves from the limits we've placed on ourselves. The key to growth is not in avoiding difficulties, but in facing them with the belief that we can overcome them. Another crucial step in breaking self-imposed limits is recognizing that we are not defined by our past. So often, we allow our history to dictate our future. We believe that because we have failed before, we will fail again. Or because we haven't achieved certain things in the past, we will never be able to do so. These beliefs trap us in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. The reality, however, is that our past does not determine our future. Every moment is a new opportunity to redefine who we are and what we are capable of. When we stop letting our past define us and start seeing ourselves as works in progress, we open ourselves up to infinite possibilities. Our mind's incredibly powerful. And what we think about ourselves and our potential directly influences the actions we take. If we believe we are limited, we will act accordingly. If we believe we are capable of achieving great things, we will take the necessary steps toward realizing those dreams. The moment we change our internal dialogue and begin to replace limiting beliefs with empowering thoughts, we begin to shift the course of our lives. Reprogramming our thinking is not a quick fix. It requires consistent effort and a commitment to growth. But over time, this shift can lead to profound changes in how we live. One of the most significant aspects of breaking self-imposed limits is stepping out of our comfort zones. Our comfort zones are places where we feel safe and secure, but they are also the places where our growth is stunted. In order to break through the limits we've set for ourselves, we must be willing to take risks, to try new things, and to embrace discomfort. The first step is always the hardest, but once we take that step, we begin to realize that the limits we thought existed were simply figments of our imagination. The more we challenge ourselves, the more we grow. And the more we realize that we are capable of so much more than we thought. Another key to breaking self-imposed limits is the recognition that we are not alone. Many people feel like they are the only ones struggling with self-doubt and fear. But the truth is that everyone faces these challenges. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear, but the ability to push through it. Surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us and support our growth is essential. These people can help us see beyond our self-imposed limits and remind us of our potential. They can offer encouragement when we doubt ourselves and push us to keep going when we feel like giving up. In turn, we can support others in breaking their own limits, creating a community of growth and empowerment. Breaking self-imposed limits also requires a deep commitment to self-awareness. When we are aware of the stories we tell ourselves, the ones that say we can't, that we're not good enough, or that we'll never succeed, we can begin to dismantle them. It's about becoming conscious of the negative thought patterns that keep us stuck and replacing them with thoughts that reflect our true potential. Self-awareness allows us to recognize when we are holding ourselves back and empowers us to make a choice to move forward, even when it feels uncomfortable. The road to breaking self-imposed limits is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to challenge the beliefs that have been holding us back. The moment we stop accepting limitations as truths and start seeing them for what they really are, temporary, changeable beliefs, we free ourselves to live a life that is truly limitless. We realize that the only limits that truly exist are the ones we impose upon ourselves. And once we break them, there is no telling how far we can go. We have the power to create the life we want, to achieve the goals we set, and to become the person we were always meant to be. The first step is to believe that we are capable of breaking free from the limits we've placed on ourselves, and then to take action toward that new reality. Self-discovery is the journey that we all must take if we wish to understand who we truly are and unlock the potential that lies within us. It is through self-discovery that we begin to peel back the layers of external influences, societal expectations, and the voices of others, allowing us to connect with the essence of who we are at our core. This process is not always easy or comfortable, but it is essential for living a life that is aligned with our true values, desires, and purpose. When we embark on the path of self-discovery, we move from merely existing to truly living, tapping into the depths of our potential and embracing the fullness of our being. The power of self-discovery lies in the fact that it allows us to understand our strengths, weaknesses, passions, and dreams. When we truly know ourselves, we are no longer driven by the opinions of others or the fleeting expectations of society. Instead, we begin to live with intention and purpose. Self-discovery is a process of reconnecting with our authentic self. Self-discovery is a process of reconnecting with our authentic self, the version of us that is untainted by fear, doubt, or the need for approval. It is in this space that we find the clarity to make decisions that reflect who we really are, not who we think we should be. This journey of discovery requires us to ask ourselves deep, probing questions. What do we truly want out of life? What drives us? What are the things that light us up and make us feel alive? It is through these questions that we begin to understand what brings us fulfillment and what holds us back. We often discover that many of the things we thought we wanted are not aligned with our true selves, but rather were adopted from external sources. There are even things that we know we want out of life, but rather were adopted from external sources. Through self-discovery, we uncover our real desires and begin to prioritize them above all else. One of the most powerful aspects of self-discovery is the ability to confront our fears and limiting beliefs. As we explore who we are often faced with the uncomfortable truths about ourselves, the parts of us that we've hidden away, ignored, or denied. These parts are not always easy to accept, but they are necessary for our growth. When we confront our fears, insecurities, and self-doubt, we can begin to release their grip on our lives. Self-discovery gives us the opportunity to rewrite the narrative we've been living and replace the stories of inadequacy with stories of strength, resilience, and potential. It almost always means restoring operational performance to a new reality. That is the way to think of it. As we move deeper into self-discovery, we come to understand that we are not defined by our past mistakes or our limitations. Too often, we allow our past to dictate who we believe we are and what we believe we can achieve. But through the lens of self-discovery, we can see our past as a series of lessons rather than a reflection of our worth. We begin to realize that every setback, every failure, and every challenge has been an opportunity for growth. We are not the sum of our past experiences. We are the sum of our choices and our ability to rise above them. Through self-discovery, we learn to release the hold that our past has on our present and future, opening ourselves to endless possibilities. To helping us overcome fears and limiting beliefs, self-discovery also connects us with our deepest passions and desires. It reveals what truly excites us, what makes us feel alive, and what we are meant to contribute to the world. This knowledge gives us the courage to pursue our dreams with a sense of purpose and determination. When we know what we are truly passionate about, we can align our actions with our values and take bold steps toward creating the life we desire. Self-discovery also reveals to us the importance of boundaries. As we get to know ourselves better, we learn to recognize what nourishes us and what drains us. We begin to identify the relationships, environments, and situations that support our growth and well-being, as well as those that hinder it. With this knowledge, we gain the strength to set boundaries that protect our peace and preserve our energy. We no longer allow ourselves to be pulled in every direction, but instead we prioritize our own needs and desires, knowing that doing so is not selfish, but necessary for our well-being and growth. This journey also involves embracing our uniqueness. The process of self-discovery shows us that we are not meant to conform to the expectations and norms set by others. We are meant to stand in our authenticity and honor the qualities that make us who we are. Often, we try to fit into molds that do not serve us. But self-discovery teaches us that our individuality is our greatest strength. The world needs us to be fully ourselves, to show up as our authentic selves, and to contribute from a place of true alignment with who we are. Through self-discovery, we also learn the importance of self-compassion. As we uncover the layers of ourselves, we may find aspects that we wish we could change or improve. But rather than criticize or judge ourselves for these imperfections, we learn to approach them with kindness and acceptance. We recognize that we are all works in progress, and that growth is a lifelong journey. Self-compassion allows us to embrace our flaws and mistakes as part of the process, rather than as reasons to feel shame or guilt. When we treat ourselves with love and understanding, we create the space for transformation to occur. The power of self-discovery is transformative because it enables us to take full responsibility for our lives. When we know ourselves, we are no longer victims of circumstances or passive participants in our own journey. We become active creators of our reality, making conscious choices that align with our deepest desires and highest potential. We take ownership of our lives, knowing that we are the ones who can shape our destiny. Self-discovery is the key to unlocking our true potential. It is through this process that we find our purpose, our passion, and our power. We begin to realize that we are not limited by our circumstances, our past, or the opinions of others. We are limitless in our ability to create, to grow, and to become the person we are meant to be. The power of self-discovery lies in the fact that it is an ongoing journey, one that continues to unfold as we evolve, learn, and grow. It is a journey of embracing who we are, letting go of who we were, and stepping boldly into who we are becoming. It's the ultimate meditation. Complacency is one of the most subtle and dangerous traps that can prevent us from achieving our true potential. It is the state of being comfortable with where we are, even when we know deep down that we are capable of more. Complacency makes us believe that we can coast through life without exerting the effort required to grow, to push boundaries, or to strive for something greater. The danger of complacency lies in its ability to lull us into a false sense of security, to convince us that we are fine exactly where we are, even when we are far from the best version of ourselves. When we become complacent, we stop challenging ourselves. We stop seeking growth and improvement because we are satisfied with mediocrity. Or at least we convince ourselves that mediocrity is enough. But the problem with complacency is that it stagnates us. It prevents us from reaching higher levels of success, from discovering new opportunities, and from experiencing the fullness of our potential. Complacency is the enemy of progress because it discourages the desire to stretch, to learn, and to evolve. It makes us believe that there is no need for change, no need for risk, and no need to step outside our comfort zones. One of the dangers of complacency is that it causes us to stop taking responsibility for our own growth and development. When we become too comfortable, we may stop setting goals, stop pushing ourselves to improve, or stop taking proactive steps toward the life we want to create. We let life happen to us instead of actively shaping our future. Complacency encourages us to wait for opportunities to come our way rather than seeking them out. We lose the drive to chase after our dreams. And in the process, we begin to lose sight of who we really are and what we are capable of achieving. Complacency often disguises itself as contentment. It convinces us that we should be grateful for what we have, even if it's not what we truly desire or deserve. It encourages us to settle, to stop striving for more, because it creates the illusion that what we have is good enough. However, this sense of contentment can be misleading. There's a difference between being grateful for what we have and resigning ourselves to a life that is less than what we are capable of living. The danger lies in mistaking the feeling of contentment for the absence of ambition. Contentment does not mean we should stop aspiring to reach higher heights. Complacency, however, tells us that striving is unnecessary and that we should simply be satisfied with the status quo. In relationships, complacency can be just as dangerous. It can cause us to stop investing in the connections that matter most, to take people for granted, and to believe that things will always stay the same without putting in the effort to maintain and nurture them. Relationships require constant attention, communication, and growth. When we become complacent in them, we risk losing the connection, the intimacy, and the trust that are vital for their survival. The complacency comes when we fail to perceive and empathize. We risk losing the connection, the intimacy, and the trust that are vital for their survival. Similarly, complacency in our relationship with ourselves can lead to neglecting our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. We become so accustomed to the way things are that we forget we have the power to create change, to transform, and to rise above our current circumstances. The danger of complacency also extends to our work and our careers. It may begin with small signs, no longer seeking to improve our skills, no longer taking initiative, or no longer challenging ourselves to go above and beyond in what we do. Complacency tells us that we can simply do the minimum and still get by. It convinces us that if we've reached a certain level of success, there's no need to push harder or aim for greater achievements. But the problem with this mindset is that the world is always changing, evolving, and progressing. What was once considered good enough is often no longer sufficient. Complacency in our careers can lead to stagnation and missed opportunities as we fail to adapt, learn, or innovate. The moment we stop striving for excellence, we begin to fall behind. When we become complacent, we also stop embracing the potential for failure. It's easy to avoid challenges and risks when we've reached a comfortable place. But this is where growth truly happens. In the face of difficulty, in the willingness to take risks and fail forward. Complacency keeps us in a safe, predictable zone where failure is not an option. But it also keeps us from reaching our full potential. In reality, failure is often the best teacher, the most valuable step towards success. It's only when we break free from complacency and push ourselves beyond what feels comfortable that we truly learn, grow, and achieve greatness. The trap of complacency also extends to our dreams and aspirations. When we are complacent, we allow our dreams to fade into the background, convincing ourselves that they are not possible, not realistic, or not worth pursuing. We give up on the things we once thought were important and settle for what's easy. Complacency allows us to put off until tomorrow what should be done today. It tells us that we have time, that there's no rush, and that we can always try later. But the truth is that time is a finite resource. Every moment spent in complacency is a moment wasted. The longer we wait to take action, the further we drift from the lives we truly want to create. The danger of complacency is that it robs us of our potential. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, of passive existence, where we are not fully living. When we are complacent, we stop challenging ourselves to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of who we can be. We become comfortable in our limitations, and as a result, we never discover the full extent of what we are capable of achieving. Complacency may feel comfortable in the moment, but it is a prison that keeps us from experiencing the richness and fullness of life. To break free from complacency, we must be willing to step outside our comfort zones, to take risks, and to strive for more, even when it's difficult. Only then can we truly begin to live a life of purpose, growth, and limitless possibility. The journey of growth is one of the most profound and transformative experiences we can undertake in our lives. It is not a linear path, nor is it one that follows a set formula or predictable outcome. Growth is a continual process of becoming, evolving, and expanding beyond what we once believed was possible for ourselves. The beauty of growth lies in its unpredictability and the opportunities it offers to discover new strengths, talents, and potentials that we may not have known existed within us. The journey of growth is about pushing past limitations, embracing challenges, and constantly seeking ways to improve and evolve. At the beginning of this journey, there's often a realization, an awareness that we are not where we want to be, that we are not fully aligned with our true potential. This awareness is the catalyst for change. It sparks the desire to move forward, to grow, and to strive for something greater. The challenge, however, is that growth requires discomfort. It requires us to step outside of our comfort zones, to face the unknown, and to take risks. The comfort zone is a place where we feel safe, where everything is familiar and predictable. But true growth never happens in the comfort zone. It happens when we venture into uncharted territory, when we are willing to try something new, to fail, and to learn from those failures. The journey of growth often involves overcoming obstacles and facing fears. As we begin to grow, we encounter resistance, both from the world around us and from within ourselves. Self-doubt, insecurity, and the fear of failure can arise, making us question our ability to move forward. It is during these moments of difficulty that the true essence of growth is revealed. It is during these moments of difficulty that the true essence of growth is revealed. Growth is not about avoiding challenges or seeking a life free from obstacles. It is about developing the resilience and courage to face challenges head on and continue moving forward despite them. Each challenge we face is an opportunity to build strength, character, and perseverance. It teaches us more about who we are and what we are capable of achieving. In the journey of growth, there is also the need to let go. We must let go of old beliefs, habits, and patterns that no longer serve us. We often hold on to these things out of fear, comfort, or familiarity. But in doing so, we prevent ourselves from stepping into our full potential. Letting go is a process of releasing the past, forgiving ourselves, and making space for new possibilities. It requires us to trust that what is ahead of us is greater than what we have left behind. Perhaps as we let go of what no longer serves us, we create room for new growth, new experiences, and new ways of thinking. And growth also involves the willingness to learn. It is a journey of continuous learning, of being open to new ideas, perspectives, and information. We must be willing to seek out knowledge and wisdom, not just from others, but from within ourselves. The more we learn, the more we realize that growth is not about having all the answers, but about embracing the process of discovery. Growth is not something that can be achieved overnight. It is the accumulation of small steps, consistent efforts, and the willingness to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Every new lesson learned, every piece of wisdom gained, adds to our growth, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. One of the most important aspects of the journey of growth is self-awareness. As we grow, we begin to understand ourselves on a deeper level. We recognize our strengths and our weaknesses, our fears and our desires, and we start to align our actions with our true values. Self-awareness allows us to make intentional choices that reflect who we want to be, not who we think we should be. It gives us the clarity to know what is truly important and to focus our energy on the things that will lead us toward our desired outcome. Growth requires introspection, reflection, and the courage to face the parts of ourselves that we may have been avoiding. It is through this self-awareness that we are able to create lasting change in our lives. The journey of growth is not always easy, and it is certainly not always fast. It requires patience, persistence, and a deep belief that what we are working toward is worth the effort. There will be setbacks. There will be days when we feel like giving up. And there will be times when we question whether we are making any progress at all. But it is during these moments of struggle that growth is often taking place beneath the surface. The seeds of change are planted in times of hardship, and it is through perseverance that we eventually see the fruits of our labor. Growth is a process that requires us to trust the timing of our journey, to be patient with ourselves, and to stay committed to the path, even when the road ahead is unclear. As we move along the path of growth, we also begin to understand the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who support and encourage our development. Growth can be an individual journey, but it's also deeply influenced by the people we choose to share it with. The right community can provide inspiration, motivation, and accountability, while the wrong influences can hold us back. The fear surrounding ourselves with individuals who uplift and challenge us can help accelerate our growth and inspire us to reach higher levels of success. The journey of growth ultimately leads to transformation. It is not just about achieving a specific goal or reaching a certain destination. It is about becoming the person we are meant to be. As we grow, we shed old versions of ourselves and step into new, more empowered versions. We begin to see the world differently, to approach challenges with a new mindset, and to embrace life with greater purpose and clarity. The journey of growth is a journey of self-discovery, of realizing that we are capable of so much more than we once thought. It is a journey of expanding our boundaries, of stepping into our full potential, and of creating a life that is truly aligned with who we are at our deepest level. The beauty of the journey of growth is that it is never complete. There is always room for more growth, more learning, more becoming. As we reach new heights, we realize that there is always more to discover about ourselves, the world, and the possibilities that lie ahead. Growth is an ongoing process that doesn't end. It is a lifelong commitment to living with purpose, to evolving, and to embracing every challenge as an opportunity for transformation. The journey may be long, but it is one of the most rewarding paths we can walk, leading us to a life that is rich with meaning, fulfillment, and limitless potential. Revelation 22. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success and personal growth. It is the ability to control one's emotions, behaviors, and actions in the face of external demands, to stay focused on the goal despite challenges or temptations. Without self-discipline, even the most talented individuals can struggle to achieve their dreams or reach their full potential. It is the internal strength that keeps us moving forward when motivation wanes, and it is the force that allows us to maintain consistent effort over time. The need for self-discipline is not just about being able to control impulses or resist temptation. It's about creating the structure and habits that will allow us to consistently move closer to our goals, regardless of how we feel in the moment. One of the most important aspects of self-discipline is the ability to delay gratification. In a world that constantly rewards instant results and quick fixes, practicing patience and long-term thinking has become increasingly difficult. Yet, it is vital for sustainable success. When we practice self-discipline, we are able to postpone immediate pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. This could mean saying no to distractions, staying committed to a plan, or continuing to put in the effort even when the results are not immediately visible. The ability to delay gratification is what separates those who merely wish for success from those who actively work to achieve it. It teaches us that the work we put in today will yield results in the future. And this mindset is what fuels lasting success. Self-discipline also involves making choices that align with our values and goals, rather than being swayed by temporary emotions or external pressures. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, to indulge in short-term pleasures, or give in to negative influences. But self-discipline calls us to stay true to our long-term vision. It requires us to consistently choose actions that reflect our highest aspirations, even when it's not the easiest or most comfortable option. Self-discipline means being able to say no to things that will ultimately hold us back, even when those things seem appealing in the present. It's about choosing what is right over what is easy, and making decisions that will move us closer to the person we want to become. Another crucial element of self-discipline is consistency. While motivation is often seen as the key to success, it is discipline that keeps us going when motivation fades. Motivation can be fleeting, and relying on it alone often leads to cycles of action and inaction. But self-discipline is about showing up every day, even when we don't feel like it. It is about creating habits and routines that support our goals, regardless of how inspired or energized we may feel in any given moment. When we commit to a routine or habit, we create the momentum necessary to make progress, even on the days when it feels difficult. Consistency, powered by self-discipline, is what turns actions into results and ideas into reality. Self-discipline is also a reflection of respect for oneself. When we practice self-discipline, we show that we value our time, our health, and our future. We treat our goals with the seriousness they deserve and give ourselves the opportunity to realize our true potential. Self-discipline requires a deep commitment to self-respect. It means recognizing that the choices we make today directly affect the quality of our lives tomorrow. By choosing disciplined actions, we reinforce our belief in our own worth, and we honor the promise we made to ourselves to live up to our fullest potential. It's not about perfection, but about showing up for ourselves consistently, doing what we can, and striving to be better every day. One of the most significant benefits of self-discipline is the ability to create control over our environment. In a world that constantly presents us with distractions, it can be easy to feel like we are at the mercy of external forces. But self-discipline empowers us to take control of our actions and our time. It helps us eliminate unnecessary distractions and focus on what truly matters. When we are disciplined, we make conscious decisions about how we spend our time, where we put our energy, and what we prioritize. We don't allow ourselves to be swept away by the currents of distraction, but instead, we steer our own course, making choices that are in alignment with our true goals and values. There is also a deep sense of freedom that comes with self-discipline. It may seem counterintuitive, but self-discipline creates freedom by eliminating the chaos and confusion that comes with a lack of direction. When we are disciplined, we are able to structure our lives in such a way that we can focus on the things that truly matter. We are not bound by the distractions and impulsive decisions that often pull us off course. Instead, we create a framework for ourselves that supports our dreams and aspirations. Self-discipline frees us from the constraints of procrastination, indecision, and unproductive habits. It allows us to make steady progress toward the life we desire without being sidetracked by every passing temptation or obstacle. Self-discipline. Self-discipline also fosters resilience. It helps us push through difficulties and setbacks with a sense of determination. On the journey toward any goal, there will be challenges, times when things don't go according to plan, when setbacks occur, or when the road feels long and difficult. Self-discipline allows us to stay focused and keep going, even in the face of adversity. It teaches us that success is not about avoiding challenges, but about developing the strength to keep moving forward despite them. Resilience comes from the willingness to stick with a goal even when the path is not easy. Through self-discipline, we learn to persist and bounce back stronger from every challenge. Self-discipline is a powerful tool for cultivating self-mastery. It is through the practice of discipline that we develop the ability to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions, ultimately mastering ourselves and our reactions. Life is full of uncertainties and circumstances beyond our control, but we always have control over how we respond. Self-discipline helps us develop the mental and emotional fortitude to make wise decisions, regardless of external pressures or internal urges. It is about developing the strength to act with intention and focus, rather than being driven by impulses or fleeting desires. This kind of self-mastery is essential for achieving success in any area of life. The need for self-discipline is clear in every aspect of our lives. Whether it's achieving our personal goals, maintaining our health, succeeding in our careers, or cultivating meaningful relationships, self-discipline is the force that enables us to stay focused and committed. It requires a mindset of sacrifice and prioritization, but the rewards are immeasurable. With self-discipline, we not only achieve the results we desire, but we also become stronger, more resilient, and more capable individuals. The path to success, fulfillment, and growth is paved with the choices we make. And self-discipline is the key that unlocks our ability to make those choices consistently and purposefully. Self-discipline is the key that unlocks our ability to make those choices consistently and purposefully. Victory is not something that comes from external circumstances or happens by chance. It is an internal force, a power that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. The truth is that we already have everything we need to achieve victory inside us. It is not a matter of searching for something outside ourselves, but of recognizing and unlocking the potential that resides within. We are each equipped with the resilience, determination, and strength to overcome challenges, rise above setbacks, and achieve greatness. Victory is not a distant dream or a far-off destination. It is a mindset, a belief in ourselves, and a commitment to tapping into the power that we already possess. When we understand that victory is within us, we shift our focus from external factors to the internal qualities that we need to cultivate. We stop looking for someone or something else to give us the success we desire, and instead take full responsibility for our own journey. The power of victory lies in our ability to rise above adversity, to persist when others might quit, and to keep moving forward when the path is difficult. It is in these moments of struggle that our true power is revealed. When we face challenges, we are given the opportunity to discover just how strong, capable, and resourceful we are. Every obstacle we overcome strengthens our belief in our ability to achieve whatever we set our minds to. The first step in recognizing that victory is within us is to believe in ourselves. Often we are our own greatest obstacle. We hold ourselves back because we don't believe we are worthy or capable of achieving the things we desire. Self-doubt, fear of failure, and insecurities keep us from stepping into the fullness of our potential. But the moment we change our mindset and believe that victory is not only possible but inevitable, we begin to unlock a new level of energy and determination. It is through belief that we tap into our inner power and start taking actions that align with our aspirations. Belief is the foundation upon which all success is built. When we believe in our ability to win, we stop doubting ourselves and start taking bold steps toward our goals. Victory requires a mindset of persistence and resilience. It is not about avoiding failure or never facing setbacks. In fact, failure is often a crucial part of the journey. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and refine our strategies. Victory is not about achieving perfection, but about continuing to move forward despite imperfections. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to learn from mistakes, and to keep going even when things don't go according to plan. The power of persistence is that it allows us to keep pushing forward, even when the road ahead is tough. The most successful people are often not those who never fail, but those who refuse to give up when they do. Another essential aspect of realizing that victory is within us is self-discipline. We cannot achieve victory without the ability to stay focused and committed to the goals we set for ourselves. It is easy to get distracted by the noise of everyday life, by the temptations that pull us away from our purpose. But victory requires that we maintain focus, that we prioritize our goals, and that we put in the consistent effort needed to make progress. Self-discipline is the key to turning our vision into reality. It helps us stay on track even when motivation is low and keeps us moving toward our goals when it would be easier to quit. Victory is a product of discipline, the ability to make the right choices day in and day out, even when it feels difficult. To achieve victory, we must also develop a strong sense of purpose. Purpose is the driving force behind everything we do. It gives us direction, it fuels our actions, and it provides us with the energy we need to push through obstacles. Without purpose, we can easily become lost, distracted, or disillusioned. But when we know why we are pursuing a goal, when we have a deep sense of why it matters to us, we are more likely to stay committed and focused. Purpose gives our journey meaning, and it helps us stay connected to the bigger picture, even when we face temporary setbacks. It is this connection to our purpose that allows us to tap into our inner strength and keep moving forward, even when the path is challenging. Victory is also about mindset, specifically the mindset of a winner. A winner doesn't focus on the limitations, the obstacles, or the reasons why something can't be done. Instead, they focus on the possibilities, the opportunities, and the solutions. The mindset of a winner is one of positivity, resourcefulness, and unwavering determination. They approach challenges with a belief that they can be overcome, knowing that with effort and persistence, success is inevitable. This mindset allows them to see obstacles as stepping stones, not as barriers. A winner understands that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. They don't allow setbacks to define them. Instead, they use them as fuel, to keep pushing forward. The truth is, victory isn't something that is only reserved for a few lucky individuals. Victory is available to anyone who is willing to do the work, to stay committed to the journey, and to never lose sight of the goal. The power to achieve greatness is within each of us. It is a matter of recognizing our own potential and refusing to accept anything less than what we are truly capable of. Victory is not handed to us. It is earned through effort, perseverance, and self-belief. The only limits we face are the ones we place on ourselves. Once we free ourselves from the constraints of fear, doubt, and hesitation, we unleash a power that is unstoppable. Quote, as we recognize that victory is within us, we also realize that it is not a destination, but a journey. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Each moment we choose to keep going, to remain focused on our goals, and to put in the effort, we are winning. We don't need to wait for some external event to tell us we are victorious. We are victorious the moment we choose to believe in ourselves, to act in alignment with our purpose, and to persist despite the challenges. Victory is within us, not in some distant future, but in every moment, every choice, and every action we take. When we embrace this truth, we step into a life of endless possibilities, where success is not just a dream, but a reality that we create for ourselves. The truth is simple. Victory is not something that comes from outside of us. It resides within us, waiting to be unlocked. It's in our thoughts, our actions, our resilience, and our unwavering belief in our own potential. The journey to victory is not defined by the absence of challenges or obstacles, but by our ability to rise above them, to stay disciplined, and to push forward with purpose and persistence. Every moment you face a setback, every time you question your ability to move forward, remember, victory is not a destination, but a mindset. It is the strength to rise after each fall, the determination to stay true to your goals, and the commitment to keep going when the path seems unclear. You already have within you everything you need to achieve greatness. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission to succeed. Believe in yourself, take action, and never forget that the power to achieve victory is yours. The question is not whether victory is possible. It is. Thank you.